What's up, guys? Hey, today I'm going to be going over my pickups for the last week, which was Wednesday, but I also picked up some stuff from the week before, because I go like once every 2 weeks, but I'm going to get started with what I got so far. This was a book that I got from Loot Crate. It's a Star Trek from IDW. I'm not huge into Star Trek, but it's a book that I got this week, so put that in there. Another book that I got on my list, Postal. I haven't read it yet, so it's not sealed up. You can see the flap's not closed up yet. But Postal number 23. I'm only at number 7 still, I think. Yeah, number 7 is the next one on my list. So I got a little ways to go, but I have them on my pull list, so I get those when they come in. Another book that I got this week, Slot. I got the homage to The Walking Dead, and I got the regular cover, which I have already read. I really like this book. Out of all the books that I got this week, this one's my favorite. The story, it's like an ex-boxer that lives in Las Vegas, and he just started getting old. He started doing stuff his way, according to the plot line, but he was kind of, the story starts out with him being kind of skeezy. He does some little dine-in ditch. But the good thing about this book is it is the first appearance of Stanley Dance as the main character. It's also got a cameo of Stanley's son at the end. Lucy's his name. The first appearance of Betsy, which looks like it's going to be an old friend or acquaintance of his. I'm not going to give away anymore. Anyways, it's a bunch of first appearances, obviously, because it's a number 1. But I got to know about this book when I was reading Gasolina at the end. There was like a preview, and it seemed like it was something I was into. A lot of people will read comic books as like an escape from reality, kind of, stuff that wouldn't really happen. The books that I like to read are ones that are based on stuff that I can relate to, or stuff that can actually happen. This is one of those books, so I had to get that one. I got a couple of the Lentacular books this week. They're like the little 3D looking books. This one is like an homage. I think that's X-Men 100. I think that's which one that is. Yeah, I think it's X-Men 100. And then whatever the new story is, like an homage. This is Batman Rebirth number 32. This is the issue where Catwoman, so there was the proposal issue, which I think was 24. No, that was the button. What was the proposal? 26? 28? I don't remember which one offhand it was. Well, anyways, this is where she finally gives her answer. I'm not going to give away what it was, but it was pretty cool panels, pretty cool artwork. Another Lentacular book. This is the one that's the homage to the giant size X-Men, number 1. I have that book. It's one of my favorite books because the first appearance of Colossus and second appearance of Wolverine, first Storm, first Nightcrawler, somebody else. This is cool. It's like the homage to the Days of Futures Past X-Men cover. Yeah, it's a cool book. I like this one. It's Francesco Mattina. It's not his typical style, but it's in a Lentacular. So I got Marvel Legacy. This was from last week. It's a Lentacular book, and it just changes colors. I thought that was a really cool book. So luckily they still had them available, all for cover price. There's an Adi Granov, X-Men number 4. I'm a big fan of Gambit, so pick that one up. Got this one, the Iron Fist homage. I didn't get all of them this week. I just picked up a handful of the ones that I liked. I have that book also. I think it's Iron Fist 14. Yeah. First appearance of Sabretooth. But this book is just an homage to that. Just a 3D cover, so. Champions. You can see Champions and Iceman switch places in this one. He's there, and there's Iceman, and then there's Champion, and then there's Iceman. And then these just Ghost Rider switches from the older to the newer style. Same thing with Angel. And who was that? Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow. We got the Jessica Jones and Spider-Man. Some of these give me a headache, to be honest. I picked this one up, the Addie Granoff. I didn't see it last week, but when I went back, there was a couple issues. Somebody stuck some other books in front of this book, so I couldn't find it. So I thought they were sold out, but they had it. I got the new Walking Dead 172, which is on my normal pull list. This gets more in-depth into the princess's story, which her first appearance was the last issue, 171. Rick and Morty, number 30. These are on my normal pull list. I might actually stop getting the Rick and Morty's because I'm already at the number 30. So I got the I Hate Image. This is another homage to Walking Dead 100. I have that cover too. If you get Walking Dead 100, most people already know that's the first appearance of Negan. There's a couple different covers. Actually, there's several different covers. This is one of my favorites. The one that's like chrome. It's like real shiny. And Black Sable, number 1. I picked this up because it was a number 1, but I'm not familiar with the story at all. Harbinger, number 1. This is volume 2. I think it's volume 2, actually. I know it's not volume 1. I'm not sure if there's a volume in between it, but I picked it up because it was $1. And Harbinger's a pretty big story. These, okay, so this is one of my favorite Superman covers. This is one of like 3 or 4 Superman books that I actually have. Yeah, somewhere around there. But it's the Lentacular book that came out. It's showing Superman's parents. That's them regularly standing there about to shoot Superman into space to go find a new planet. And then you can see the planet blowing up and their bodies pretty much getting exploded in the blast. I really thought this was an awesome cover. This is probably one of the best Lentaculars that I've seen. And I also picked up the regular cover. Mainly because this cover is so iconic. And everybody's going to gravitate towards the Lentaculars. Most of the comic book shops are buying the Lentaculars to try and sell them, to try and push them. Not a lot of people are getting a lot of copies of the regular covers. And I think that's going to make them more rare down the future. So I had to get a regular cover because of how iconic that cover is. I love that one. And then I picked up another Superman. I picked this one up because it's a John Boy Myers cover. This is Superman number 31. And I don't know if this came out this week or last week, but I didn't see it when I was there last week or 2 weeks ago, so it had to be this week or last week. But I really like John Boy Myers' art. And that's no exception, so... Alright, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I will try and get you part 2 of my press video next week. More than likely either that or it will be part 3 of my J. Scott Campbell collection. Or I really need to jump on the train with some of these tag videos because I have not been keeping up with the tags. Seeking Near Mint came out with a top 20 favorite covers. And I haven't contributed to that. Doesn't mean I didn't want to. It just means that the time wasn't there for me to get into it, but I really wanted to. And it doesn't take a long time to just put a video together real quick. But what takes a long time is trying to get through all my books to find out which ones that I like the most. I know offhand probably 5 of my top 5. But just having to dig through and find out the other 15 would be a pain in the butt. So I'm going to try and scoop up some time to get that taken care of for you guys. But anyways, have a good one, and I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks. Bye.